Day 14. We had another nice breakfast, then gathered together with our bikes to head out on another ride tour with Diesel leading us again. Once again we rode through some nice countryside, past large fields and vineyards, and through hills and forests. We even rode through a section where there were large hedges closing in over the road. It looked really nice. Then tragedy struck. One of the guys dropped his bike at a stop sign. Luckily the rider was fine, the bike was picked up without much effort, and came out of it with only a couple of scratches. The rider even decided to look at the bright side of the incident by referring to the scratches as character marks. Something to tell stories about when people spot them. After this, we continued on to our first stop, a nice little cafe in Deloraine. We had a bit of coffee and cake, and one of our club members surprised all of us by paying for everyone's meals. What a legend! Well, after this, we continued on towards the Great Lakes. We again rode through some beautiful countryside and up into the mountains, through some switchbacks, and then stopped at a great lookout. After taking a break and taking time to check out the view, we continued on. The countryside changed completely and the temperature dropped. I found the view of hills with broken rocks all over them to be very, very amazing. I haven't seen anything like that before. We then stopped at a brilliant spot looking out over the highland lakes. Had a look around there. It was really quite nice. Where we were stopped was right next to the Great Lake, the state's third largest freshwater lake, with a surface area of 176 square kilometres. Massive. After this, we headed back down the mountain, through the forests, and off to our final destination of the ride, the Van Diemen's Land Creamery, a great ice cream shop. We had a great time sampling the ice creams they had for sale, then bought a few and chatted about the day's ride. After we'd had our fill, a few of us decided to continue on to another couple of spots. We went on to check out the Ashgrove cheese shop and chocolate factory. Our first stop was the Ashgrove Tasmanian farm to check out their many cheeses. There were quite a lot of different types of cheese there, and it was nice to be able to try a few. We even left after buying a couple. We were very surprised when we found out that one of the staff members' husbands rode an ST as well, so we passed on an invite to the club before we left. We continued on to our last stop for the day, the chocolate factory. On the way there, one of the guys had his mirror cover, including indicator, fly off his bike as we were riding along the highway. Luckily it was spotted and we stopped to collect it. Unfortunately, the indicator wires had been pulled out with the cover. When we got to the chocolate factory, while some of the guys entered the shop, we stayed outside and fixed the wiring and reinstalled the mirror cover and indicator. Everything worked perfectly, so we continued on. Once we were all done, we returned to camp for the final night of the rally, where we had pizza for dinner. All in all, it was another great rally. Thanks for watching.